All right, boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we had a big update last night. Well, it's not really big in terms of like size, but it was big in terms of information, needless to say. So the Zard and Alfia Gacha pool is here, of course. We knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. But it is here, so you can get in there and pull for those. And you definitely want to. Now understand, they're powerful, but in terms of it, when they're introduced into the game here, they're not overpowering. So don't expect to put these in your team and suddenly you're going to be like controlling everything. It's not like that. In terms of actual physical attack, Zard is actually slightly lower in terms of base physical attack than the King's War Otaros. So it's not like these guys are going to overfur. Now I think Alfia might be a little bit overpowered here, but that's primarily because of the fact that she has this null. Okay, 70%, 75% allies null attack. Okay, you know that's going to be extremely valuable in terms of survivability. And as we can see, that's one of the reasons that Alfia was so difficult. You couldn't hit her. It was virtually impossible to overpower the shield that she had up. So I think she's going to be a little bit overpowered. And fortunately for me, when I did the pool this morning, I got mostly of her. I got her +2, and I'm doing the event for her right now to get another. I did manage to get Zard +1, and I didn't get any pluses on Erebus, but I did actually get him. So he is in there as well. So yeah, so definitely going to be something to pull for. So their pool is up, and then of course you've got page for each. The previous pools, they're still up as well, so don't panic. All this will be up until the 9th, which is when the event, 3rd anniversary event ends. And there's double pools for all this. So you should be pooling on these, especially if you're a new player or if you're looking to build your team up with some pretty strong characters. So the gacha is up. Get in there and pool on that. Now second, the arena, we've got Record Buster, so get in there and pull that because you can get some 3rd anniversary medallions which can be used in the shop under the special exchange, 3rd anniversary exchange. Here you can get multiple medals, multiple amulets. I actually used a large bunch of them, 3,000 in fact, to max out my King's War Otaro because I was one short. Then I went ahead and spent a large number of that to get one of the Jade Lights to go ahead and do that. So unfortunately, I'm going to be a little bit lacking on my bonds. But this is going to be up for quite some time. It's still going to be up for 125 days. So hopefully they'll extend the actual ability to get some of these medallions so that you get one. I mean, I can already get one. But I'm going to try to keep pushing through and get as many of those as I can, so that I can pull on that. But yeah, don't forget about this being in here because it's got some good stuff in it. And then, of course, the event is up for them as well. If you go into the event tab, you'll see the 7 days battle cornerstone right here. I've already ran it once today, but of course you can exchange it for the Jet Black Lagoon, and you can, of course, get a bond for each of them. Predator Zard, Silence Alfia, and Origin of Darkness Erebus. All right, so you definitely want to take a look at that as well. Don't forget to keep an eye on these events. The update last night gave us quite possibly one of the best updates I've seen, and that's for the reason because we finally get to get a little bit more information on Belle's parents. So I'm not going to lift too much spoilers, but at 3:30 you're going to get to hear about Belle's parents. They were known by both. Belle's father was known by Zard. Belle's mother was a member of Hestia and was known by Alfia. So you get both. You get a little bit of information on both of them, and I'm not going to drop any of the spoilers because there are some pretty big ones in there. But you're going to get to hear a lot about his parents and a little bit about the situation that was from him. So definitely go ahead and get in there on that, and it's very good. Now, if you go into the normal tab, you will have there's some EX bosses here. These are pretty powerful. I didn't do too much damage on even this first stage before I bought the bullet. So don't expect to you have to have super high characters if you want to beat this. So this is definitely for super veteran players. But that is up. Okay, so get in there, knock that out. But yeah, some good information and a good update. A good update. I'm glad that we finally got some information about Bell's parents in this. As you know, he was not involved in this event because he wasn't in Aurora at the time. He was still out in the country. He showed up. I think it was 7. I think was it 7 years? I think it was 7 years after this is when he finally showed up in Aurora. So he wasn't, of course, a part of it. We did get to see a lot of characters and a lot of new characters. So let's go into the let's go ahead and see what we're going to show. And I remember not at the beginning of the video I told you that Zard and Alfia were not overpowered, and they're not. Well, we'll talk about Alfia maybe being overpowered once I've had a chance to play with her and see what she does with that null attack. But here they are. So you're looking at Zard. So his his base attack is slightly lower than King's War. King's War is in 21 something. His is 2098. But he's got a HP heal, which might make him a little bit more survivable in terms of that. But again, nothing to overpower. He's got this physical resist, magical resist, -50, which is the foes, and his strength buff. And then he's got with the HP heal. So he's probably going to be extremely difficult to kill. And then Alfia has the null. But again, in terms of what she's doing, she's still well within the magic attack of your Rivarius and stuff like that. So she's not too overpowered as well either. So, but you can't get them both, and it's double pull. So you want to get in there. Another thing you'll notice is that we now have icons on the actual character. So this is one of the things that I had been pushing for myself because it was difficult trying to remember what every one of my characters, what their element was when I was trying to build teams for the 7th zone to get the ascension materials. I was having to go skimmage through my characters trying to pull up element teams to go against those bosses because, as you know, the bosses are elemental, and if you take the opposite element, you do more damage against them. Like if you're going up against the light element, you want to put dark in there, of course. And if you do that, you can get down the boss pretty quick. It's not that difficult. And you get the ascension materials. It's what you can use to ascension your items. So, but it was being a little bit difficult trying to remember what all of them were. Now we've got an icon. So you've got wind, you've got light, you've got fire, water. So you've got everything out there. So you can you see that. See, this is thunder. So they've got, I believe that's thunder. Yes, the thunder attack. So that's, it's nice that they've actually got that out there so that you can, do a little bit more against that. And it helps make things a lot easier in terms of picking what you want to, when you're trying to pick your teams and put together an elemental team to go against a certain enemy that has certain resistances against certain elements. All right. So thanks a lot for watching the video, and get in there and knock those pools out while they're up. And you got until 9/9, and then this 3rd event will be over. The 3rd anniversary event. All right. So thanks a lot for watching the video. Remember to put a like, and remember to subscribe to my channel. Also remember to click on the bell, ding ding, subscribe to the channel so that whenever I drop a video, you will be notified. This is Kenrir in the corner, signing out.